All right, hey, beautiful people. We are back, and now we are going to be naming your blog. Yes, your name needs a blog. No, your blog needs a name. Okay, so today I want to walk you through the process of naming your business. Yes, as you are building your empire online, you may find that using your name simply won't do. You want a name that speaks more to the products and services that you provide and want something creative, something clever, something even a little bit catchy. So, if you don't have a name for your business, for your company, or your blog yet, then this video or this lesson right here is going to help guide you through the process. It's very, very simple process that will help you to finalize and find a feel-good name for your blog. So, naming your blog is really an emotional decision and one that says a lot about who you are as a business owner, as a brand, and it says a lot about the value that you provide. Now, while your business name should communicate what you do, it should communicate or represent your brand, your business, and what your business is all about. It is just one aspect of your blog, of your business, and it's not the end all be all. So please do not stress out about your blog name, okay? Don't put pressure on yourself to come up with the perfect name. Remember, when it comes to your business, when it comes to your blog, it's what you do with the name and the value that you provide that is going to make it great. So the goal of this exercise is to really help you brainstorm, get those juices flowing so that you can come up with as many name ideas as possible. And if you already have a business name or you already have a blog name, you can use the same process to create names for your product offerings, for your coaching programs, and for your signature products or signature online courses and systems. So when I'm brainstorming names, I may come up with as many as 25 to 30 names, depending on what it is. And part of the branding process is to really push yourself to differentiate yourself so that you can stand out and get seen and heard. And a lot of that comes down with how a name, a product name, a blog name resonates with your audience. So the more time that you take to explore, the more confident that you'll become in the naming decision. So let's walk through this together. Step one, you want to ask yourself, what is it that you do? You want to describe your products, describe your services, and you want to make sure that you are clear, 100% clear on your blog topics and what it is that you are going to be talking about in terms of sharing your expertise with your ideal or perfect audience. Next, you want to ask yourself who you are. Who are you? Describe who you are. Understand, where you're coming from, where your business is coming from, the origin, the reason, the purpose behind your business, the audience that you service. All of these things you can think about will help you to come up with an appropriate name. When thinking about your blog name, you can use your own personal name. You can use parts of your name. I know people who use their kid's name or a combination of the founders' names. So, for example, you can pull your name from the origin of the company or even name it after the audience that you serve, such as entrepreneur.com or catlovers.com. Okay. Next, I want you to think about your unique point of view, or what I like to call the point of you. Think about your mission. Think about your purpose. Think about your passion. Think about what is driving you to create and build out this business and this blog. For example, is your passion to help moms make money online? Is your passion to help underprivileged kids get a better education? So think about what it is that you're trying to accomplish and the value system that is behind that purpose, and that will help you to come up with some names as well. The next way to brainstorm some ideas is to think of words that you can use that are taken from ideas that relate to your product or service. So, for example, we all are familiar with Nike. They are like the world's largest shoe company. So, Nike means the goddess of victory. So think about some of the meanings and concepts that are related to your products and services, and you might be able to extrapolate a name from that. Next is names that you vented. So your blog or business is as unique as its name. So why not come up with a name that is a combination of newly created words that you've coined or created? One of the sites that I absolutely love on Instagram is called Women Newer, and it's the combination of the word women and entrepreneur. They put it together and they get a trademark name, Women Newer. So you want to come up with words that are unique to you, unique to your business, unique to your point of view. Come up with random, playful, out of the box words that describe your unique personality, your unique vision, and your unique passion. So a few here are a few hacks that you can use when naming your business. What you want to do is crack open a thesaurus or a dictionary and explore alternate words and meanings. Okay, this will help you to pin down and find alternative words that can help you to create something catchy, a little bit more clever, and not so boring. Next, you can explore Wikipedia. You can look up Wikipedia online to get concepts that relate to your blog topics. You can also think about word translations. Can you put a twist on words using different languages? For example, can you give it a French flair, Latin, or Italian? The only thing with this is that you want to make sure that it's going to be something that's in line with your brand and that people actually get it. You don't want to use a language and people are like, well, what is this? And it doesn't relate to the blog topics that you're talking about. Okay. Lastly, you want to take a moment to think of all the popular blogs and companies and brands, books, magazines, and social sites that are out there. They likely have a name that is intriguing and grabs your attention. So think about the bloggers that you follow. What type of names are they using for their site? So when thinking about naming your blog, you want to ask, what will my audience respond to, and ensure that they will think about me when they hear that name. So take some time to come up with 3 to 5 names using the words and feelings from this exercise that we just went through. And once you have your names written down, what we want to do is we want to put them to the test. And you're going to take each name that you've come up with and you're going to run it through what I call the final 5 test. Okay, this is going to be the internet test is step 1. You're going to hop on Google and you're going to type in your blog name into the search bar and see if that name pops up, if it's already taken. And you want to check to see if the name that you're considering doesn't mean anything negative in another language or in slang. You want to test out all these things first before you put something out there and then you can't take it back. The next step is the legal test. Is your intended name or a deceptively similar name already filed with your county clerk's office or state commerce division as a business? So just make sure that your name that you're considering is not already protected by some federal trademark. Okay, you want to make sure that your name is as original as possible. The third test is the people test. So how easy is it for people to spell or pronounce your blog name? How does it sound in a sentence? So if you shared your blog name with someone, would they be able to spell and pronounce your blog name once they heard it? How do people pronounce it if it is read? And what feeling do people get from your blog name? Does it communicate what you want? Is it professional, luxury, kid-centric, etc.? So does it resonate with your brand and the tone of voice of your brand style? Next is your domain test. You want to go to GoDaddy.com, do a domain search, and see if your preferred domain name is available. So if your blog name is not available or if it's too long, how can you modify the domain name or blog name to make it work? So the last test is the social media test. Now, as a personal brand, I always recommend that you keep your brand consistent across all platforms. So whether you're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, or YouTube, you want to have or carry the same handle throughout all social networks. So if you plan to be on these social media outlets, you want to make sure that your brand name or your blog name is not taken. And if so, can you easily modify or create some type of abbreviation or play on words that will allow you to create some type of consistent name across all of those platforms. So here's the deal. Naming your business should be a fun experience. You're creating a blog that you're about to share with the world that's going to help a ton of people. You do not want to be stressed out about a blog name. When all else fails, if you can't come up with something super creative, catchy, or clever, stick to your own name. Sometimes it's just better to keep it simple. So, before moving to the next step, run your top 5 names through all of the tests. Then you want to finalize your blog name and just make sure that it feels good to you, that it represents your brand and is in alignment with your expertise and the value that you plan to share with the world.